up. This is a battle of attrition. Wipe out anyone and everyone who gets in your way. Let's take this ship back. All ground forces neutralize the terrorists. Secure the area to salvage trouble.
The sights and sounds of Titanfall. I cost my teammate a death right there because I've got a bad habit of killing someone halfway and then reloading. I guess I'm kind of stuck on the low health kind of thing. So because I'm terrible and I reloaded halfway through killing someone, my teammate died. So I'm sorry, teammate, whoever you were. But I'm about 9 hours into Titanfall now, and I'm having an absolute blast. I'm still learning how to play it like Titanfall and not just sticking to the ground. You know, using your jumping ability, your wall running ability, your wall hanging ability, you know, getting the height advantage, you know, things like that. I'm still getting used to all that, but man, when you play Titanfall like it's Titanfall, it is way more fun to play than if you're playing it like it's just a regular FPS shooter. And I'm still having an absolute blast. And I'm going to go over some things in this video. I'm going to go over some concerns that I've heard from the community. I'll be honest, generally it's from people who haven't played the game, but I'm going to go over some of the concerns. I'm going to give my opinions on them. And just remember, I'm only about 9 hours into the game, so my opinion is still a little tainted from the new game feel. So just take my opinion with a grain of salt. But I'll try and be as honest as I can without being over super hyped. But the gameplay that you're watching is an Attrition. And one of the first things I've been seeing so far is people on YouTube not liking Titanfall gameplays because they basically don't know what's going on. And they're like, Attrition? What's Attrition? And essentially Attrition is, calling my first Titan, Attrition is a team deathmatch. And it's you versus the other team, and you're just trying to kill everybody pretty much. And I think I get like three or four Titans in this game, and every one is just crazy action-packed, man. I love using the Titans as I eject on this guy and blow him up with the nuke, and I'll talk about that too. The nuclear ejection. But to kind of break it down into layman's terms, Attrition is just a team deathmatch. You have bots, which I'll talk about bots too. You have bots that you get minimal score for killing, and then you have real players that you get a lot more score for killing. Those are called pilots. So you have grunts and specters, which are bots, and then you have pilots, which are real people. And obviously the more pilots you kill, the more score you're going to get for your team and for yourself. In this gameplay, I think I got 103 attrition points, which is, I really don't know how to compare that to a normal team deathmatch. Maybe like a 40, 45 kill, maybe a 50 kill TDM, and we actually lost this game. I did the best that I could. But that's pretty much what Attrition is. And that's one of the first complaints I've kind of seen from people is bots. They think that, they essentially say, why would I want to watch somebody play combat training? You know, watch someone kill bots. The bots are absolutely necessary in Titanfall. The maps are gigantic, but they're gigantic in a good way. There's just more areas to explore, but there's always action because of the bots. Now, I know it would be really nice to have 18 real players or 24 instead of just 12 and then no bots. But let's be honest, in games where it's all players, what's our main complaint most of the time? How people play. And if this game was nothing but pilots, I don't know if I would enjoy it as much as I eject for another nuclear blast and kill them. I don't know if I would enjoy this game as much if it was just pilots. And so we have the bots in there to kind of fill the gap in between finding pilots. And yeah, they're kind of bad. They're not in the game to be a challenge. They're just there to shoot at. And when you run around and you shoot at, you know, a bunch of, you know, grunts and specters, you know, you shoot at a bunch of bots and then you kill an actual player, I feel like it's more satisfying. And since there's always something to shoot at, it always feels like there's just crazy amounts of action. So the bots I actually like. And just remember, bots don't sit in corners, and here I call in my Titanfall. This is one of my favorite things to do. I call in my Titan comes down and crushes the enemy Titan. That's so much fun. That's one of my favorite things to do in this game. Either that or punch through somebody's chest and rip them out and chuck their body. That's pretty fun too. But The bots don't sit in corners with snipers. The bots don't camp. The bots don't, you know, and there I go. I rip somebody right out, and then I try to eject, but I explode. You know, the bots don't play like complete dorks. They're pretty much just there for you to shoot at, and it just makes the game feel like it runs even faster. Another thing, just a couple of quick balance things. I've seen people talk about the nuclear ejection, which I've done a couple times in this game. That thing is so easy to get away from when you're in a Titan. By the time I get down into my critical level, which the other player knows when I'm in my critical level, so he knows that there's a chance that I could have a nuke on, I have to mash the button. It goes through the little, you know, the sequence of me ejecting, and then there's a split, you know, probably a good second or two before the explosion happens. So by the time you put somebody in critical, you'll know that they're going to eject with a nuke because of the flash from their Titan, and you can get away. So I don't really see that as an issue. It's not dead man's hand at all. Another thing is the smart pistol. The smart pistol is basically a pistol where you hold and you have an area on your screen that if anybody's in, an enemy, it will auto-lock onto those people, and you just have to pull the trigger and the pistol will kill everyone. Now, it works really efficiently on bots. It may be a little too powerful on bots, but as far as on players, most of the time, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be using the pistol in a classic way to kill a pilot. You're not going to lock on and just hit the trigger. You're going to lock on. He's either going to see you, or you're going to get impatient and not wait for it to lock on because it takes longer to lock on to a pilot, and you're just going to end up shooting him the classic way. As there I rodeo, and see, I saw the nuclear and I just jumped back into the trees. It's pretty easy to avoid. Now, there's probably some things that I'm forgetting. Feel free to share in the comments if you have other concerns. I know one of the concerns is it needs more weapons and more Titans, and I'll probably agree with that, just to give it a little bit more variety. It could use some more weapons. To be honest, I don't even pay attention to what I'm using half the time. I pick something, I just run around and shoot stuff, and I have the most fun that way. I guess just keeping it simple. But if you have the game, let me know what you think. How are you enjoying it? I would say out of the 9 hours, 8 hours has been spent streaming this game. The link to my stream is down in the description. Come hang out. It's a real fun time. And I've been playing with viewers and subscribers, which is always a requested thing that I haven't been very good at in the past. And it's been a lot of fun. So come hang out in the stream. Let's play some games and just have a chill time. And just let me know if you'd like to see more Titanfall. Don't worry, I'll mix in plenty of Call of Duty as well. I'll never get rid of Call of Duty on my channel. It's always a fun game to play. I'm just having a lot of fun with Titanfall. As always, thanks for watching. Later.